Hi guys, and welcome to this pick a card tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your next relationship. So who is it with, how do you meet them, when do you meet them, and what the relationship is like overall. Normally I film the intro first and then do the readings, but I saw these piles in my mind's eye and just had to know the tea. So I filmed the readings first, and you guys, I'm so excited for you. You guys have some really exciting, healthy, positive relationships coming your way, and I'm so excited for you guys to experience them. Really quickly, just a few things I want to mention. First, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Hannah, aka Blatherbie, and I upload pick a card tarot readings 2 to 3 times a week, so you can subscribe if you want to check them out. For all of my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. It really means so much to me, whether it be commenting, liking, subscribing. It really means a lot to me and it helps out my channel, so thank you. If you want to comment anything on this video, I will be choosing someone for a free 1-question reading a week from the day that I upload it. Just because you don't have to be watching this when I upload it for it to have a message for you, but I am filming and uploading it during a very stressful time with the coronavirus. There's a lot of injustice happening in the world right now, so I know there's just a lot going on. People might want the comfort of a tarot reading, so if you want to comment anything, it could be an emoji, it can be whatever, just comment something. I will pick a winner a week from today and reply to your comment. If you want a private reading, the link's in the description box below. I've also been trying to post more on Instagram, and I do more timeless readings on my YouTube channel, more like this, your next relationship, things like that. Things that it doesn't have to be a specific time period. I've been doing more kind of astrological readings on my Instagram. I recently did a Mercury retrograde reading. Again, if you're watching this around the time that I upload it, mid-June 2020, if you want to know what's coming for you, Mercury retrograde, you can check that out. I'm also working on a Cancer season for the signs coming up for my Instagram, so you can check that out if you want to. Okay, all of that being said, we have 5 piles to choose from today. You guys, I outdid myself. I'm just kidding. You can meditate on the piles, see which one is calling to you. Feel free to pause the video if you need some more time. Pile 1 is this really pretty flower agate palm stone with the Moon Power Tarot deck. So that is pile 1. Pile 2 is also a very pretty crystal, pink tourmaline, with this deck that I got from Etsy. Doesn't really have a name. So that's pile 2. Pile 3 is the Golden Tarot, which was sent to me by Bob. Thank you so much, Bob. With a piece of kunzite. So that is pile 3. Pile 4 is this gorgeous citrine generator with the Spirit Speak Tarot. And pile 5 is a blue lace agate tumbled stone with the Autonomic Tarot. So again, if you need some more time, feel free to pause the video. You guys, we really went in depth today. I pulled letters, initials, words for each pile, and charms, and lots of cards for each pile, so hopefully you can get as much information as you need. Again, feel free to pause the video. I will put the timestamps in the description box so you can jump to the pile that's calling to you, and I will see you at the timestamp. Hi guys, if you chose pile 1 or the flower agate palm stone with the Moon Power Tarot, then welcome, this reading is for you. Let's take a look and see what your next relationship is going to be like. I'm going to put all of the decks that I'm using in the description box if you're curious, because you guys ask sometimes. I'll also put the information about private readings in the description box. Okay, the tarot cards you guys have, we have the Ace of Wands, Judgment, Death, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the bottom of the deck for you guys is the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the very first thing that's coming through for you guys is that this relationship starts off as a friendship. Some of you guys know this person already. Some of you, I think a lot of you know this person actually. You have the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Wands in a romantic reading can indicate that you meet the person initially as a friend, or kind of things start off as friendship and then there could be a spark that leads to more. And the Three of Cups in reverse, the Three of Cups upright is a card of friendship. So here this is showing me, especially with the Death card, which is a card of change and transformation, that this starts off as a friendship and then moves into something more. The Death card, again, like I said, represents a total and complete change. Also, the Judgment card represents like good news or someone making an announcement. So kind of what I'm seeing here is that you have a friend probably already that has feelings for you, that will be telling you how they feel, and that is going to lead to a relationship. I think for a lot of you as well, there's two different options here, because you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. The first option is that you know who this person is because you or this person has already tried to like tell you how they feel, or you tried to tell this person how you feel and you got rejected. So you may have already tried, or they have already tried something with this relationship and it didn't work out. Or for others of you, the other option is that you or this person feel like there's no hope here. The Six of Pentacles upright represents making an offer, giving something. And the Two of Cups represents like that soulmate relationship. So with these two cards coming up in reverse, again, either like someone has tried to offer a relationship or tried to offer feelings in this connection and they got rejected, or one or both of you feels like it's just not possible. Like you're like, no, you're convinced that they only see you as a friend, but you actually both see each other as more. In terms of zodiac signs, we do have Scorpio with the Death card. There's quite a bit of fire here as well, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but there's like a lot of water and fire. So again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you have a little bit of Pentacles, but there's heavy fire and water here. So again, this very much feels like a friendship that's moving into a relationship territory. So I'm going to show you the cards that came out for what this person's personality is like. So again, with that Judgment card, I just feel like that someone's going to make like a declaration of love. Or, when like you're in movies, when you're like, I just can't take it anymore, I have to tell you how I feel. That's kind of what's coming through here. Okay, so for who this person is or what they're like, we have the Cat Sith. Staying close to home carries no risk. Transform yourself regularly, but don't lose your soul. You can charm the most dangerous of enemies with a timely saucer of milk. And you have the Gilbert and George card. Be the art you wish to see in the world. Your work should not be selfish. Dress the part. I'm going to pull you one more card actually from this deck. I wasn't planning on using this deck, but I'm feeling called to pull a card for you from this deck. So with that Death card and that Cat Sith card, there's a lot there about transformation. So this person may have gone through a change. They may have gone through a transformation. Like they may, maybe who they are now is a lot different than who they were like a year ago or something like that. I also feel like this person might like to travel with that Cat Sith card and the Judgment card. And also that Ace of Wands card looks like it's on the moon. So it's just making me think that they might like to travel. You guys also have the Athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. I'm going to pull you one more from this deck. I'm going to put all of it in the description box. Okay, and then you have Seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Okay, this is a really intelligent person. I think this is someone, even if they're like young, this is someone that wants to like improve themselves. Again, with this transformational energy, they have goals that they want to achieve, and I feel like they put effort into themselves and what they do, especially with this Athlete card. Let's take a look at these two again. I think this is someone that's generally very like easy to be around. Like they're very fun, easygoing. They might seem intimidating though, like with this Cat Sith card, they might seem kind of intimidating, especially with the Scorpio energy. They might be kind of intimidating, but I feel like on the inside, they're actually really sweet. And they're very charming. I guess charming is maybe the better word than easygoing, because Scorpio, sometimes I'm a Scorpio and they're not easygoing, but they can be quite charming. So yeah, I feel like this person, they're always looking to like better themselves, and they also, through bettering themselves, they want to better other people. It's like they're not like maybe their goals like in work, they benefit the person, but what they want to do overall like benefits humanity, if that makes sense. Like they might have personal goals for their career advancement, but their career like helps other people in some way, whether it be through art, like, you know, inspiring people, whether it be through actually like social work, something like that. This person wants to like help people, and what they do does help people in some way. I'm going to pull you some letters. I'm going to put these cards off to the side for now. We're going to pull some letters, see if we can see anything. Okay, if you guys see any words or names in the letters, let me know, because I'm not great at finding them, but you guys are really, really good at it. So if you see any names or any words that I don't see, please comment them so other people can see them. Okay, pile one's next relationship. Okay, you guys have an A, Z, S, O, R, Y, and E. We'll go a few more. You have a T, an A, an S, a T, then we have an O and an H. Okay, so those two coming out together, like the O, again with that Judgment card, and the O, it's like a realization, like, oh, you feel that way too? Like, I had no idea. I did not think you would have felt that way. So like there's a big realization coming in your relationship. Also, something that stuck out to me, you have SOS and you have sorry and saws, which saws I think is like a British slang for saying sorry. So you have two things here about saying sorry. So again, I feel like some of you, like, there's already been an attempt for this relationship to happen and it didn't happen for whatever reason. But again, that's not for everyone. You have hate, easy. I feel like this person, because they're so close to you, they hate how, especially if you guys are friends, it's like in some ways they can think about you in a romantic sense already, but in other ways it's like obviously they can't. So I feel like they really hate where they're at right now, and they're like, it would be so easy to be with you. You know when they always say like the best relationship is like your best friend? That's what this relationship is like. Even if this person is not your best friend, like you guys have a lot in common, and it's just going to be really easy. Like it's going to fit really well, and I think you guys are both going to be, again, really excited that the other one feels the same way. You have Roy and Ray and Tay. You almost have Taylor. You have Taze. Soy. Eat. Hat. Rat. Tate. Okay, if you guys see any other names or letter or words in there, let me know. I'm going to pull you a few charms just to get some final information about this relationship, and then we'll take a look at your cards about how and when you will meet them. I'm going to pull a few charms for you. Pile one's next relationship. What will this relationship be like for pile one? Okay. You guys have a tennis racket. If you guys can see that really well. A tennis racket, this little tree of life. You have a pizza, a flute, a grasshopper. You have a cuckoo clock. You have a baseball with a ball attached to it. And you have a motorcycle. Okay, so again, this person is like kind of intimidating with that motorcycle, the death card. This person like might seem super cool or mysterious, or just have this kind of like not distant, but like if they seem kind of hard to reach, maybe almost, even though you guys are friends. Like, I still have friends I'm intimidated by because they're so cool. You know, it might be that kind of energy for some of you. You also have a racket and a baseball and a bat, and you also have the athlete card. So for a lot of you, this person is athletic. This person does like to participate in sports. It's something you guys can maybe do together as a couple. Like with this pizza though, I think this person, it's not like they're a healthy person, but I feel like they also like to kind of like veg out and like watch movies with like order pizza and just like watch movies all night, which for me is like low-key a really fun relationship when you can just like literally stay in and like order pizza and have so much fun. To me, that's one of like the hallmarks of a really great relationship, that you can have fun doing anything. So to me, that's like a really fun symbol. Maybe you won't feel the same way, but for me, I think that's a really positive sign. You also have this tree, which makes you think that you guys already have like these roots that are going to grow into something bigger than what you have now. It's like you guys have friendship roots right now. It's going to grow into something a lot bigger, a lot stronger. And I think this is going to be quite a stable relationship. It might last a really long time. With that cuckoo clock and the judgment, this is like perfect timing. Like this person, again, the cuckoo clock, like, you know how they like come out and like say something? That's like the judgment. I feel like you both have feelings for each other at this point in time, but you don't, like, you feel like the other person doesn't feel the same way. And so at one point, one of you is just going to come out and say something, and then everything's going to change. And it's going to be perfect timing too. Like, it's going to happen at just the right time, but it's going to happen when, like, you know, you can't take it anymore. Like I said, this person or you, but I feel like this person as well, they like that they are close to you already. Like, they like being close to you in that sense, but they also kind of hate it because it's like they can't get as close to you as they want to. And so it's like when they just like can't take that anymore, they'll come out and tell you how they're feeling. This person might also be musical with the flute, again with like the art card. This person, like whatever they do, like they're very, I feel like this person is ambitious personally. And then, so for example, if they like are a musician, they have ambitions for themselves within that career, but then like their music like helps people in some way, like it's inspirational or it helps people kind of relax, like get through something. It's like that kind of energy. This person might be artistic. And with the grasshopper, again, I feel like this person is a very curious person. They always like to learn. They, you know, like they always want to improve themselves. Like they always think of themselves as a grasshopper, not as like this person that has all the answers, which I really like in a person, because when, you know, it's like not pretentious, they're just very genuine. They're hardworking, curious, and genuine. I'm going to put these charms off to the side, and then we'll take a look at how and when you will meet this person. So again, I feel like you already know this person, so in terms of how you meet them, we'll see what comes through. Okay, for how you will meet them, we have recognition and reward, the Three of Pentacles. We have awareness, the Magician card, and we have the sacral chakra. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is a card about collaboration. So some of you could have met this person originally through work or school, because the Three of Pentacles is that card of like working with other people. So you may have worked with them on a project in some way and then you became friends. Or again, it's this card of collaboration too. So maybe like you met them like through friends. You know, again, to me, that's like a friendship indicator. You also have this awareness of the Magician card, which to me indicates that like you manifested this person in some way. Like if you've been wanting like love, or you've been trying to get like a relationship, like you brought this person into your life for that reason. You know, you brought this person in to have a relationship with. So I really feel like this is kind of like a spiritual connection for the two of you. Like you guys are really meant to teach each other things. This could also be a reward for you with the Three of Pentacles, like because you've been doing hard emotional work, or you've been doing some kind of work on yourself, the universe is like rewarding you with this relationship. So I'm going to show you the cards for when this will happen. So we have Aquarius and Mars, which rules both Scorpio and Aries. Okay, so Aquarius is a card, it's an air sign. Aquarius is a card. Aquarius is a sign that is an air sign. So communication. And Mars is all about bravery, courage, like coming forward, having that kind of warrior energy. Air energy and fire energy to me is quite quick, so I see this happening relatively quickly. This could be happening during Aquarius season or during Aries or Scorpio season if you're watching around those times. But if you're not, again, it's going to happen when someone has the courage to just come out and say it with that Aquarius. Like, as soon as someone like gets the courage, like builds up the courage to say how they feel, that's when this relationship is going to happen. Because it's like the change is going to happen quite quickly after that. You guys will move really quickly into like this relationship territory. And again, I think that's going to happen relatively quickly for you guys. Again, keep in mind that like timing is always relative, and you know your situation better than I do. So for me, quick, it could be like 1 week. For you guys, if you don't talk to this person that often, it could be like a month, you know, just kind of apply it to your situation. But I do feel like with this Mars energy, change is going to come quite soon into your connection. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 1. I hope that was interesting or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you want a private reading, the information is in the description box below. Once again, thank you and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 2 or the pink tourmaline stone with the Etsy deck, then welcome, this reading is for you. Let's take a look at what your next relationship is going to be like. I'm going to put all of the decks that I'm using in the description box below since you guys ask sometimes. I'll also have all the information on private readings if you're interested in the description box. Okay, so your cards. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the bottom of the deck is the Justice card. Okay, right off the bat, this is someone that you already know, someone that you've had some kind of history with. Again, keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate 100%. For some of you, you were in a relationship with this person. Others of you just knew this person like as a friend or like as a coworker, maybe they were a student in your class. Like, you know this person in some capacity and you haven't talked to them for a while. The Page of Wands upright represents messages. You have that in reverse. And then you have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords. The Eight of Wands upright can represent quick change. It can also represent communication. So with that in reverse and the Four of Swords being there, which is the card of rest and relaxation, I feel like I said, you haven't talked to this person in quite a long time. With this Justice card, that can often represent an imbalance of some kind. So again, for some of you, you were in a relationship with this person in the past, and one person had more feelings than the other person, or maybe like there was more communication on one side than on the other side. But this person is coming back to kind of rectify that and fix that. I know a lot of people don't. They're like, I don't want anyone from the past, but this feels very positive. You have 2 fours, with 4 is the number of manifestation. You have the Four of Wands also, which is a celebration card, and then you have Justice, which is an 11 or 1111, and Justice also represents positive karma coming your way. So this does not feel like someone toxic coming back. If this person was toxic in the past, I think that they've done some inner work and they're coming back in a healthier way. Like, this feels like a very positive thing coming into your life. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the past is bad, and I understand where you're coming from, but again, if this person was kind of negative in the past, they've done some inner work, and again, I just feel like you're going to be happy when you hear from this person. I think a lot of you have been trying to manifest hearing from this person. So if you've been trying to like manifest a message or manifest like someone to contact you, this is the person that you've been trying to manifest, basically. There's also heavy air and heavy fire here. You have Justice, which is Libra. You also have Aquarius and Gemini, and then Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So heavy fire, heavy air here. And again, this is someone that you may not have talked to for a really long time, but that you're going to be happy to hear from. Okay, I'm going to put these cards over here, and I'm going to show you the cards that came out for this person's personality. Okay, so we have Socks Clinton. Ignore meow stream media. You can never rely on popularity alone. Showing up is not all of life, but it counts for a lot. And you have Pablo Picasso. If nothing else, be prolific. Choose to have as many styles as you do lovers. Make something worth impersonating. Okay, I'm going to pull you 2 from this deck as well. Ooh, you have Alchemist. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And you have Healer. passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Okay. Let me take a look at these two cards. Okay, I feel like this person is well regarded. Like this person, they may like have a lot of friends or just know a lot of people, or the people that they do know like look up to them, probably like for their talent or their charisma. This person just feels like people are watching them, especially because these eyes, you know, it just feels like someone is like, not in like a creepy way, but people are just paying attention to what this person does. Like they have this charisma about them that just kind of, they're maybe kind of magnetic in that way. Like they just have like a charming personality. And so I feel like in the past, this person may have been a little bit of a playboy with that Page of Wands reversed. Like it may have been hard for them to kind of settle down, but this person, you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a marriage card. This person, when they come back, they're not going to just want to fling, like they want an actual relationship. But in the past, this person may have been a little bit of like they may have had a hard time settling down. And yeah, this person, the people like look up to them. I feel like it's for good reason. The person feels intelligent and like they care about others and want to help them. Again, I feel like this person, for some of you, this person works like in the sciences, or this person is a doctor. They don't have to be, but for some of you, that's like the general, like, you know, this person is like, they have a career that they're good at, that they can help people through in some way. Like this person cares about the well-being of other people. But again, they feel kind of like, they're very charming. Maybe like a little bit flashy, but not crazy. Just like a very like likable person. People like kind of flock to them for that reason. And that could be why maybe if they are successful in their job, that's why, because they're very charismatic. I'm going to put these cards off to the side for now. I'm going to pull you some letters. See if we can get any initials for you, any names, any additional words about this relationship. And I'm going to pull some charms as well to get some more information. Okay. For pile 2, initials, words, names for their next relationship. Okay, you guys have an S, a D, a J, an O, an E, oops, a T, a P, and an O. I'm gonna pull just a few more. You guys have another O, another E, an N, an I, another O, and then you have an I and an L. Okay, so you have Joe, you have Ned, you have Nod, Polly with an I, Sold. Actually, I'm not sure if you have a D. Is that a D or an O? It's an O. So you have a lot of O's, and so that kind of, you do have a D. Okay, you have a lot of O's, which makes you think like you're gonna get this message and be like, ooh, like it's happening, like it's finally happening, they're contacting me. The Eight of Wands to me is usually a card of like when it represents communication. To me, it usually represents like a DM or like social media. It could be an email too, but I feel like sorry if you could hear my brother. At least people in like my age group, I feel like it's more like through social media, you know, like a DM or like Snapchat or a text or something. But to me, okay, basically social media. You have jolie, which is a French word that means pretty. So again, I feel like this person, like, other people notice them. Like, this is like a magnetic kind of personality. You have pit. You have June. Den. Dawn. Okay, if you guys see any other names, any words in there, let me know. I'm gonna put these off to the side. And let's pull you some charms. What will pile two's next relationship be like? You guys have a lot. Okay, there were times where I just put all of them out because it would have taken me a really long time to put them all out. But what I'm seeing here, you guys have this little witch's hat. So again, I feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest this person into your life. You want to hear from this person. You also have a little dove here, which makes you think that, again, communication is coming. And I also feel like this person, this dove, has an olive branch. So again, with this Justice card, if something was out of balance with this person in the past, like, they're coming back to fix it. Like, they want to make things better. They want things to be better going forward. You have this ballerina toe, and you have a piece of pie, which again makes you think this person is, like, very charming. They're very graceful. The pie, I don't know, is making me think of, like, All American, which is just make it like that big smile kind of a thing. So just someone that's very, like, cheerful, friendly, kind of like a magnetic personality. You have a tassel and you have a page. The page represents students. Some of you may have met this person in school or known this person, like, while they were a student. With the dolphins, and you also have, like, this little flower. This makes you think of, like, Hawaii. So this person may come from a tropical climate or live in a tropical climate. Again, you have a bicycle, which makes you think of, like, balance. So again, there was, like, something in the past was imbalanced between the two of you, and this person wants to come back and balance everything out. And I do think that, especially with this button, it's like things will be fixed, you know, like, whatever the issues were in the past, they're not going to be there going forward. This person is a hard worker and they've worked hard. There's also a lacrosse stick. So for any of you, if you knew someone that was, like, on the lacrosse team in college, maybe that will factor in for you. A very specific message. There's also a backpack, again, school, or also could represent travel. But in general, I feel like there was, like, some kind of imbalance. This person wants to fix it going forward. A lot of you knew this person in school, or this person, like, knew this person when they were a student. And again, you've been trying to manifest them, and communication is coming, and this person wants to fix whatever issues that there were in the past. Okay, I'm going to put these off to the side, and then look at your cards for how and when you will meet them. Okay. So for how, again, I feel like you already know this person, but for how, let's see what comes through. You guys have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is material and spiritual prosperity. You have the Star card, which says hope. And you also have the Emperor card, which says authority. So there's Aries energy again, also Aquarius. So again, lots of fire, lots of air. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, again, like, something wasn't fair in, like, the balance between you in the past. The Six of Pentacles represents, like, reaching out, making an offer. So with that in reverse, maybe, like, you were like, I want to move things forward, and they were like, no. Or maybe this person was like, I want to move things forward, and you were like, no. Or there was just, like, an imbalance of communication. With this Star card, that really to me is, like, manifestation. Like, the Star is your hopes and wishes coming to you. So this is saying, I think, regardless of, like, how it happens, just to have hope, because it is going to happen. Like, don't close yourself off to the possibility of it happening, because it will happen. Just give it to the universe, trust, let it happen, and see what comes your way. So again, manifestation is going to be huge for you guys. If you're not manifesting, I would encourage you to start doing that, because it's going to bring this person in that much faster. And with the Authority card, I think this person is going to be the one to contact you. This person wants to be in charge. This person wants to be the one to kind of, again, fix whatever it is that wasn't working. So this person's going to contact you, and they're going to not tell you how it's going to be, but they're going to be like, you know what, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been working on, here's how we're going to make everything better, kind of a situation. Like, they want to be in control. And for when this is going to happen, we have the Taurus card, and we also have the Leo card. So these are both, so this is Aries. I don't think Aries is a fixed card, but you have Taurus and Leo, which are both fixed signs, so very stubborn energy. Even though Aries, I think it's cardinal, it's not fixed. It's still, to me, a very stubborn sign. And so with this, this person is quite stubborn, and I think they just, like, when they decide to do it, that's when they will do it. So again, manifesting can kind of help the universe kind of give them that idea, if that makes sense. They might contact you in Taurus season, in Leo season. The other fixed sign is Scorpio. Leo season, if you're watching this while I'm filming it or shortly after I film it, it's coming up. It's mid-summer. Taurus is like early spring. Aries is also early spring, so this person could contact you early spring to summer. But in general, this person is, like, you have to kind of just wait for this person to decide because they're stubborn. And once they decide to contact you, that's when it's going to happen. But again, early spring to midsummer could be when this person contacts you. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 2. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you want a private reading, the information is in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 3 or the kunzite stone with the golden tarot, then welcome, this reading is for you. When I was shuffling, this pile came through as like the fairy tale pile, like that like dreams come true kind of pile. And from the cards that I've seen so far, it's definitely living up to the hype. So I'm excited to show you the cards. I am going to be putting all of the decks that I'm using in the description box below. If you want to know, sometimes you guys ask. I'll also put all the information about private readings in the description box. Okay, so your cards. You guys have the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. And the bottom of your deck is the 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have heavy pentacle energy here, which is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You have the 3 of coins, or the 3 of pentacles, which is all about like collaboration and connections, like kind of networking. So some of you know this person through work, like a co-worker. Others of you know this person through school. You have a page as well, and page represents students. So some of you know this person from school, or you're in school with this person. There might be a slight age difference with the page and the queen. It doesn't have to be a significant one, but you know, if you're in school, they might be like 1 grade above you, or they might be a few years older than you at work, like something, or it also could be like you are the boss and they are beneath you, or like there's some kind of like imbalance there in age or like in status. This is like a very satisfying connection with the 9 of Cups. That represents like complete fulfillment, like wish fulfillment. So this person is going to, like, it's like that fairy tale, like what you've been looking for, like this person is going to give it to you. And I feel like with this Page of Coins, the Queen of Coins, she's kind of like side-eyeing him, if you can see. And there's this little like angel coming to the page, so it almost makes you think like you guys have noticed each other, and you've kind of been like giving each other like little glances and things like that. Like I don't feel like there's been any like crazy indication this person likes you, but you both like notice each other. You kind of like, you're interested, you know, like that's kind of where you're at right now. And again, I feel like this person's gonna make you really happy. And I feel like with this person, you don't realize how happy they're gonna make you yet. It's like you've noticed them, like, oh, they're cute, whatever. But you don't realize like how much they actually fit you and how well they actually fit what you've been looking for. With this 8 of Cups in reverse, that card represents like walking away from something. And so with this in reverse, it's like coming back or like not wanting to leave. And underneath that, I was kind of curious. So underneath that, you have the Knight of Cups, which is like, to me, the quintessential like super romantic partner, like someone that just fulfills all of your wishes, you know, that kind of thing. So this person, I think, is going to be, even though you have a lot of pentacles, which are very earthy, so very practical, level-headed, you also have some water here. So this person is like very emotional, very romantic. I don't think they appear that way on the outside, but on the inside they're quite sensitive. And again, this person, I feel like you like the way that they look, first and foremost. and I feel like you don't know them well enough yet to know like how well they actually suit you, if that makes sense. Once you get to know them a little bit more, you're gonna be like, wait, this person actually fulfills so many things on my list, like they check so many things on my list, and this person is gonna make you really happy. Again, a lot of you know this person through work or school, and there might be, again, a slight age or like power difference with this person. I'm going to show you the cards that came out for this person's personality. So we have Hench Cat, stare your prey into submission, visualize your path to world domination and never leave it. A big chair will make you powerful, will make you look powerful, no matter how small and fluffy you may be. And you have Gustave Courbet. Oh my god, how embarrassing, you guys. I cannot pronounce anything. Courbet. Why am I like this? Why can I not pronounce anything? Okay, you have fight the power, fight the power, paint the powerless. Show what you see, not what you saw. May your art help finance your legal fees. You guys, I'm so embarrassed right now. I can't. Okay, I'm also going to pull you 2 cards from this deck. For this person's personality. Oh, okay, you have Virgin. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Okay. And we have Beggar. Confront emotional... Why can I not speak with this pile? Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Okay, so this person... Again, with this hench cat... They might seem kind of intimidating or like grouchy on the outside, but on the inside, they're very pure, they're very light, they're very sensitive, they're very sweet, they're very soft, that kind of energy. But they might not seem that way on the outside. I'm gonna look at these 2. I also feel like, again, like this card said mentions staring, and I feel like you guys have like like you've given each other like those looks, those stares. I also like this big chair. Again, this person might be like a boss, or again, they just have like, they appear to have authority in some way. I feel like this person, let's see. I feel like you are older than this person for a lot of you. Like this person is younger than you, or you've had more experience than this person. And again, if you feel like it's the other way around, take it as it resonates. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you are older than this person, or you have more experience than this person. Like this person feels like they're just kind of getting to know a lot of things, you know? Again, maybe like you've been at your workplace for longer than them, like they just came in. Maybe this is like a new student to your school, or, you know, anything like that. I feel like you are like, you have more seniority, or you're older, or whatever it might be, than this person. Yeah, this person feels quite young. Even if they're like old, you know, like they have like a very young spirit. But again, I feel like this person just hasn't experienced a lot yet. Like and I feel like that's also like this Knight of Cups. Like they're very pure. I feel like they haven't like had a ton of experience romantically, and like they've always been a very romantic person, but they haven't had the chance to like show anyone that yet. And so with you, they're going to give you like 100% because they've always wanted to give someone that. So they're just going to shower you with like love and admiration, because again, they haven't really had anyone to give it to yet, or they haven't been able to give it like on the level that they want to. So they're going to be really excited about you and just like give you 110% of their romantic attention. Okay, I'm going to put these cards off to the side, and then I'm going to pull you some letters. We'll see if we can get any initials, names, or more words about this connection. Then I'm going to pull a few charms, and then we'll look at your cards for how and when you will meet this person. Also keep in mind that, again, like you may know this person already, or this person may be coming in the future. So if you don't know this person yet, someone may be coming into your work that fits this description, you know? Just keep that in mind. Okay. So initials, names, words for everyone that chose pile 3, their next relationship. Okay, you have an E, another E, you have an R, a T, you have an I, a D, L, P, and another E. I'm just gonna pull like 2 or 3 more. So far you have peer, leer, again staring, and also peer, like you're in the same school, in the same workplace, even if like you're not really peers, because one person is like above you, but again, it also could be seniority, like you've been there longer or whatever it might be. Okay, we have another O, another R, L, A, and I. Okay, so you have Lee, you have pal, pale, tail. You could almost make Riley. You could do ride, lap, lad. You could do Larry with an I instead of a Y. Tire, rod, rad. Tap, tear. You could almost make Dan. Okay, if you guys see any other names, any other words in there, let me know. But again, the things that are jumping out to me are peer and leer. So again, like staring or just like catching up like this person's eye. And again, peer, I feel like you're in the same school or workplace. Okay, so let's take a look at your charms. Oh, you guys have these coming out already. Okay, you guys have a button, a flute, and a trombone. This person might like to play instruments. You have a little tree house. You have a roller coaster. And you have a little like pinky promise. How for your next relationship. Okay, and then you have a little puppy. You have scissors. You have a phone. I'm just gonna get like 2 more. Okay, and then you have, I think this is a buffalo. Okay, I can't stand up. And you also have a little bat with a ball. Okay, so this person is going to be incredibly loyal to you. Like I said, I feel like this person doesn't have a ton of romantic experience, but they're a very romantic person and they want to give you 100%. This person will always be there for you. This person will always have your back with that ball and the bat. It's like they will always go to bat for you. This person, again, they might actually play instruments, like they might like to do that. Or this person is just gonna like shower you with affection and love and support. This person is just gonna like sing your praises all of the time. Again, this is a person that's has a very childlike outlook, and I don't mean that in a bad way. This is someone that's very optimistic. They're very sweet, like they're a very pure person. And you have this puppy, so again, that makes you think of like loyal, like this person would do anything for you. You could tell them to do anything and like they would find a way to make it happen. You also have that buffalo, so it's like, you know, they're not done growing yet. It's kind of what I'm getting. Like, you know, they feel really young basically. And it's like they are still growing. So this person is like very, not necessarily like obedient, but this person like wants to make you happy and they will do anything to make you happy. But they're also like growing into that buffalo. So they're becoming like big and strong and protective. So right now it's like how they're going to show their love to you is through acts of service. And again, always telling you how much they love you and all of that kind of stuff, but they're going to grow into this like buffalo that can also like protect you and like keep you from harm. But again, this person is always going to watch out for you, basically. This is a very, very loyal person. You also have roller coaster and like the scissors. And with the roller coaster, I feel like this person is not super confident in themselves, and so they might have feelings. Again, I feel like there's going to be this period where you just like you look at each other a lot. I don't know why that keeps coming through, but when you like you catch each other's eyes and you're like, did they mean to do that, or were they looking at me, or did they just sense me looking at them? They looked at me. But I think it's actually like you both want to talk to each other and you're just looking at each other a lot, but you both might kind of question like what's going on. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be this period of like where you're convinced they like you, and then you're like, no, actually it can't happen, and you're convinced they like you, and you're like, no. Also, the telephone, there's going to be more contact with this person coming through. But yeah, this is just a very, like, sweet person. Very, very sweet. Very, like, loyal. Very, very protective person. That would honestly do anything for you. Okay, let's take a look at how and when you meet this person. Whenever I come in with my hand, I always feel like I'm coming in so slow. Okay. How and when you will meet this person. How you'll meet this person. You have judgment or truth. Six of Wands, victory and success. Then you have the Eight of Wands, which says accelerated motion. Okay. So this truth card makes me think of travel every time I see it, and also the Eight of Wands often represents travel. So there may be some element of travel. You guys are from different areas, different backgrounds for some of you. With the judgment and the victory and success, I feel like you may have become aware of this person, or this person became aware of you through being recognized for something. Like, for example, if you knew each other through school, maybe one of you like won an award and you had to go to the award show. Like, you know, when you have those assemblies and you have to like go and watch, like maybe one of you won an award and then you saw the other person win the award and you're like, wait, like you noticed them that way. Or there's just like some element of like, again, someone being like recognized for something, especially with the judgment. Like, you know, there was some kind of judgment and then you were judged, or they were judged favorably, and then they were like presented. Like this always makes me think of the Lion King, like Simba, when he's like, you know, has the lion on top of the thing. So just like presenting. Also, there's also another musical instrument here that he's playing. So some of you may have like seen this person play in a band. Keep in mind that you could meet this person at their place of work or at your place of work. So if this person is a musician, you may have like gone to their show and seen them there, or maybe, you know, something like that. And I feel like once you saw them, like you just started thinking about them all the time. That's the Eight of Wands, like quick change. Like then you couldn't get them out of your head. Once you saw them, once they saw you, you just like kept thinking about each other. Or you will, if you haven't met this person yet, you will do that when you meet them. But also look like there's something in the sky and just looking up at it. So I feel like it feels like you met like from a distance. Again, with like the staring too, like you met from a distance, or you will meet from a distance and then gradually be able to come closer. The truth represents communication. You also had a telephone. So again, if you haven't talked to this person, like you're going to find a way to do that soon. So when this will happen, we have the Sagittarius sign and the Moon card. Okay. So Sagittarius is fire energy, and fire energy to me is quite quick. And then you have the Moon, which is Cancer energy, which is water, which is slower moving. So it does feel like there are going to be things that are happening relatively quickly in your connection, and then things that might take a little bit more time with that Moon. The Moon also represents like subconscious secrets, things like that. So again, there's things going on behind the scenes that neither of you know about yet. And again, I feel like you don't know each other's feelings. So one of you has to be brave enough to kind of come forward and say how you feel. And I feel like it's probably going to be you, because this person feels really kind of shy and like kind of hesitant. But again, like once they are in a relationship with you, they will just give you 100% of everything. Also, Sagittarius represents travel, so again, there might be an element of travel here. Again, with the judgment and the Eight of Wands, you could be at a distance. You might have to travel to each other. Maybe this person's going on a trip. There's lots of different possibilities, but that could represent travel. That Cancer season is also coming up. So if you're watching this video on the time that I upload it, because you have this quick energy in Cancer season is coming up in a few days. So you could be meeting this person or hearing from this person relatively soon. In general, this feels like things are happening quite quickly. You might not be in a relationship with them 100%, very soon, but things are happening very soon. Things are coming, things that have been hidden are coming to the surface relatively quickly. That's what I'm seeing for pile 3. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you want a private reading, the link's in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 4 or the citrine stone with the Spirit Speak Tarot, then welcome, this reading is for you. Let's take a look and see what is coming in your next relationship. I'm going to put all of the decks that I'm using in the description box if you're curious. I will also put any information about booking a private reading if you're curious in the description box. But let's take a look at your cards. Okay, you guys, there was some tea here. I haven't looked at all of your cards yet, but from what I've seen, there's some tea here, okay? So we have the 9 of Pentacles. Let me see if I can even okay. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the King of Wands in reverse. You have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And you have the 8 of Cups upright. And I was curious about the 8 of Pentacles reverse and the 8 of Cups upright, so I pulled a card to clarify. For the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And for the 8 of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the bottom of your deck was the Lovers. Okay, you also had Judgment underneath that, which I just feel obligated to say. And you also had the 3 of Cups. And I'm going to mention all of this in a moment. I feel like it's all coming together. All of the tea I was mentioning, it's kind of all coming together. Okay. So you guys have a lot of cards here, but I feel like it's, again, because the situation is a little bit messy. So just to kind of walk you through, there's heavy fire energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius with the Judgment, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy here. So I feel like this person, okay, this feels like a person from your past. I know some of you will not be happy to hear that, but this feels like a person from your past. And this feels like someone where things got started off on a good foot, like things you started, like they were very passionate, like things were going well, like you were really excited about it. And then this person did something that was stupid, or this person didn't put enough effort in and you walked away from it. So what's coming through here primarily is a person. This person, I feel like, is someone that's a little bit, at least in the past, they were a little bit of a player. You have the 3 of Cups here. I wanted to mention this is because this can represent third-party situations. It also represents partying. So this really could be someone that liked to party, liked to go out in the past. And when you met this person, when you knew this person, that's their primary interest was going out, and their primary interest was themselves and just having fun. With the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, they felt a spark with you too, but they were not willing to put the effort in to make it work. With the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Wands in reverse, I feel like this person has walked away from that. This person is no longer in that place where they used to be. This person is no longer interested in partying, is no longer interested in a bunch of different relationships. This person kind of wants to settle down. And then you have the Lovers. So again, there's a strong connection here, and I feel like you've been thinking about this person, or you've felt a connection to this person since your relationship ended. Again, for some of you, it was a very short relationship. It wasn't even really a relationship. It was more a physical connection. But you've been thinking about them for a long time. And you weren't really sure why. In this Judgment, I do feel like there's kind of a spiritual element to this connection. You were both meant to learn something from this. So in general, this feels like a very fiery person. You also have Gemini with the Lovers. There could be Gemini in there, but this feels like someone that is very fiery, very passionate, very much they want things their way. They might be a little bit selfish at times, a little bit egotistical. And again, this feels like something where you already had something with this person, and then they weren't willing to put the effort in, or they messed it up somehow. but they have walked away from what they were doing in the past and they're ready to kind of settle down in the future. I also feel like this person, I feel like you or this person has been single for a long time with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it might be you, honestly, for some of you. Let me see if I can show you. Wow, okay. Like, so there's this chest that's closed and the key is there, but like no one's closing it, and she's wrapped her hand around it. I just feel like you guys, maybe because of this person, honestly, or because of something like this person, you guys are kind of closed off to love, or you've been single for a long time, or maybe this person's been single for a long time, but there is this element of like, again, like a long period of singledom for someone. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards for what came through for this person's personality. So I'm going to put these off to the side for now. Also, this Judgment card represents like communication. So if you haven't heard from this person for a long time, you will be hearing from them. Probably quite soon. Okay, so for their personality, we have Hamlet. Greet everyone as if they were your friend, and soon they will be. There is special providence in the fall of a sparrow. Take pride in your work, even when it seems insignificant. You have William Morris. Bad truth makes good fantasy. To be prolific, be versatile. Art is the methadone of the masses. You guys also have Rescuer. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation or reward. I heard some of you guys being like, that is not this person. Like, that is not them. And you have Addict. Okay. It's in reverse. So compromises, integrity, and honesty allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So again, with the Three of Cups and this Addict, some of you, this person used to be a big party. They used to go out all the time. I feel like this person, because we have this card here that says, or was it this one? Yeah, take pride in your work even when it seems insignificant. This person works really hard. You have the King of Wands too. This person is a hard worker. And so this kind of like that work hard, play hard energy, or this person, again, like I feel like this person wants to help people. And they might be in a job where they can help people, like a doctor or something like that. And this person works really hard at their job to help people, and it might be a stressful job too, and then they kind of go out and like party a lot. Or if this person's in school, like they would party to like get rid of the stress of school. But again, it's because this person works really hard, and then they have to kind of like play hard to kind of blow off steam. And again, I feel like that's why this person, if they were a little bit of a playboy, it was because they were going out all the time, like they were in that environment. And I feel like this person now has grown up a little bit, like they're no longer that same person. They don't have those same problems. They've, I think, kind of acknowledged that that was an issue, and they've been working on themselves. I also feel like this person has a lot of friends, is very friendly. Again, with this card, there's like lots of hands coming up. Also with this card, I mentioned being friendly. So I feel like this person, fire signs are usually very like charismatic, friendly people. I feel like this person knows a lot of people, like has a lot of friends. Again, they like to help people. I feel like this person also has two sides to them with this William Morris and the Gemini. So I feel like the side that you saw to this person, honestly, was not that positive. Like this person didn't really treat you fairly in the past. This person, like they were only interested in themselves. So I feel like you don't know the side of this person that's very selfless and very kind and very giving. Like you only know the selfish side of this person. And I feel like that makes this person upset, because they know that they should have given you more, and they regret how they treated you. And so again, I think this person has actually done a lot of growing up. They've like walked away from a lot of things that weren't working. They've walked away from a lot of situations that weren't good for them, and they've realized that. And again, I feel like they regret how they treated you because they know that you deserve more, and that they weren't very fair to you. So again, with that two sides, I feel like you've only really seen the negative side of this person. You haven't seen so much the positive side of them. But I feel like when they come back, they're going to show you this positive side. And again, with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be not super trusting when they come back at first. You're going to be like, wait, I don't know about that one. Like, you kind of messed me around before. But I feel like they genuinely are trying. You know, they genuinely have like left something behind, and they are willing to put more work in going forward. But again, it's gonna, like, they have to kind of prove themselves to you is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Okay, I'm gonna put these off to the side. And then we're gonna pull some initials, some letters, see if we get some names or some words about this person. Then we'll pull some charms for more information about the relationship. And then take a look at your cards for how and when you will meet them. Okay, so for your initials, names, words for pile 3, their next relationship. Okay, you have a T. You have a Y. You have an N. You have a G. You have an I. And you have an E. You guys, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because I picked this pile. And, like, as I'm sure you guys did, I thought of the person and their initials came out and I'm a little bit spooked. You guys always comment that, and it's never happened to me. It happened to me one time, but I don't know. Okay, we also have a U. We have an O. We have another O. We have an A. Another A. And then we have an E. Oops. Okay. So what can we spell with these letters? We have Y and N. So that's like yes, no. So again, I feel like when this person comes back, we're going to be like, yeah, no. Like, that's not happening. Like, I know what you did last time. Like, I've grown as a person. The thing is, too, I feel like whatever happened between you guys, it made you grow up, too. Or it made you grow as a person. Because you were like, wait. Also, if you didn't have, like, a thing with this person, it could also be that, like, this is this person's personality. Like, you're aware of their reputation. So when this person comes to you, you're going to be like, wait, like, I know who you are. Like, I know what you do. Like, I've seen, I've heard. I'm not about to get played. So again, if they're going to be kind of closed off this person at first, they're going to have to kind of show you, like, wait, no, like, I genuinely have changed. You have tag, tan, Tay. That keeps coming up in all of the piles. Tay, like Taylor. You have nog, net, yet, you have goo, eat, gate, okay, if you guys see anything else there, let me know. I like hearing what you guys can find. You guys are really good at it. I wish I had your skills to be able to find stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to pull you some charms. Pile 4. Did I say pile 3 earlier? Pile 4, their next relationship. Pile 4. Charms for pile 4's next relationship. This person, what the relationship is going to be like. Okay, there's a ton here, you guys, a ton. We have a compass. I'm gonna try to do it fast. We have a little lamb. We have an owl. We have a maple leaf. We have a feather. We have a hula dancer. We have a measuring cup. We have a little book. We have a wolf that's howling at the moon. We have a fish. We have 3 dolphins. Oops. And then we have a fleur-de-lis. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing with that wolf howling at the moon, this person, like fire signs in general are very exuberant, like they have a lot of energy, and this person like it feels like they're very impulsive. Like this person doesn't have bad intentions, but they're very impulsive and it can be hard for them to say no to something. So with that measuring cup, I feel like this person is learning how to temper their emotions, they're learning how to become more measured, they're learning how to kind of chill out a little bit and not like say yes to every impulse that they think, you know? I also think with this fish, there's a few things there. That is Pisces energy, so that can be psychic. You might be having dreams about this person, or you might, like, if this was a long time ago and you still feel connected to this person, it's because it's a psychic or a spiritual connection. This person also, again, maybe for some of you, this is more of a physical connection. You feel like there were no feelings there, but there were feelings on this person's side. Like, there were definitely feelings there. There could be an element of travel here with the Eight of Cups and this compass. You guys could be from different backgrounds, especially with that fleur-de-lis. It makes you think of France. So you guys could be from different backgrounds or different countries, or there may be like some kind of distance between you. I think this person is very intelligent. And again, I think that this person likes to blow off steam. Like this person likes to relax because they work really hard. And I feel like, again, you might be watching this being like, what are you saying? This person is not a good person. But again, I feel like this person you've only seen or heard the bad things about this person. You haven't seen all of the positive things they have to offer yet. This person is going to show you, like they're going to show you that they've changed, that they really care and they want to move forward. I also feel like, with this feather, again, to me, that's just a sign. It's like a sign, like, even if you're listening to this, like, I don't want this person, again, you don't have to let them back in right away, but just be open to it. You know, there's hope there. There's optimism there for something positive to come out of this connection. And with the maple leaf, again, I feel like this person is genuinely really sweet, and you didn't get to see that side of them. With the book, again, this person has been learning. I feel like they've been, the first thing I thought of was like journaling. Again, just like maybe this person's been in therapy. They've just been trying to work on themselves. So I feel like I'm making I'm like, please just give this person a chance. This, like, you don't have to like immediately let them back in, especially if they really hurt you. But again, I feel like this person genuinely feels bad. They feel like they treated you really poorly. They know they treated you poorly, and they've been working on themselves to get better. There's also 3 dolphins on there, and we had the 3 of Cups. So again, if there was a third party situation, this person has like removed that. They've walked away from that. Okay, I'm gonna put these off to the side, and then we'll take a look at your cards for how and when you'll meet this person. So for how, we have the 4 of Cups, discontent and boredom. We have the Temptation or the Devil reverse card. And we have the 2 of Cups, spiritual union in reverse. Okay, so this person, like, they have to walk away from what it was that wasn't working for them. Like, again, the devil is addiction, the devil is partying. This person has to walk away from that. And I think this person, again, with this 4 of Cups, they've reached the point of like walking away from, like, they've reached the point where they're bored with what they were doing. They don't get the same satisfaction from going out and clubbing or going out and like picking up people every night. Like, it's just not fun for them anymore. And so they're moving on from that. I think that's bringing them closer to this 2 of Cups union place. I feel like this person also, again, with this 2 of Cups, you guys have a lot in common. Like, you guys are really, you do have elements that are very similar. And again, this feels like a very spiritual connection. Like, you guys are meant to learn something from each other. Again, if you still feel tied to this person, there's a reason why. Like, there's a reason why you still feel tied to this person. They're coming back. And there's not a lot here about very specific ways they're coming back. Again, because I feel like you already know this person. And this is more like, again, this is to me kind of more when this person walks away from it, but they've already walked away from it. So again, this is telling me, again, that this person genuinely is trying to change, and this person is coming towards you. So just be aware of that. And in terms of when, oh my god, you guys, this is kind of freaky. Okay, you have Aries and Scorpio. So like I said, I picked this pile, and I'm a Scorpio, and the person that I'm thinking of is an Aries. Normally, I don't get like such specific cards like that for myself, so why can I not? Okay, let me see if I can like, Okay, that was sad. Okay, so you have Scorpio and Aries, which are both ruled by Mars, which is very like warrior energy. I see Aries as very quick energy. Scorpio kind of plays the long game. So I do feel like you guys might hear from this person kind of soon. Again, I feel like there's a very spiritual connection. Like, there's a very spiritual tie with that Scorpio. It's a very like deep spiritual connection. There's also a very deep physical connection here. Like, there's very sexual attraction on both sides. There's very sexual attraction. There's a lot of sexual attraction on both sides. And again, I feel like Aries is very fast. It's very immediate. So I feel like you might actually hear from this person relatively soon. Also keep in mind that timing is subjective. And you know your situation better than I do. So for me, again, like I said, I picked this pile and I'm seeing this person's initials and their zodiac sign and whatnot. And I did not want this person to show up, but I have not talked to this person in a really long time. So for me, soon could be like 2 months, because I haven't talked to them in a really long time. So if they contacted me even in 2 months, I'd be like, wait, that's pretty soon. But for you, it could be like a day, a week, you know. Keep in mind that it's unique to your situation. So soon, again, just keep in mind like what feels practical or logical for your connection. So again, I feel like this person's going to contact you relatively quickly, but with the Scorpio, it's going to take some time for them to prove that they've changed. Scorpio is a card of change. So they're going to have to show you, like, I'm not that same person. I have changed. I'm not the same. Like, there is a difference there. But so I think that they're going to contact you quite quickly, but they're going to have to kind of show you that they've changed. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 4. I hope that was helpful or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you are interested in a private reading, the link is in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hi guys, if you chose pile 5 or the blue lace agate stone with the Autonomic Tarot, welcome. This reading is for you. This was the pile I was most curious about, so I'm excited to take a look at your cards and see what is coming next in your next relationship. I'm going to put all of the decks that I'm using in the description box below, since you guys ask sometimes. I'll also put the links for private readings if you're interested. But let's take a look and see what you guys have. Okay, you guys have the Devil. This is a super cool deck, I think. Okay, you have the Devil, the Hanged Man, you have the 10 of Swords, and you have the lovely Star, and the bottom of your deck is the Sun. Okay, so this deck only has 30 cards. It's only the major arcana and then the ace and the 10 of each suit. So you guys do have a lot of major arcana, but that's just kind of the way that this deck is set up. In terms of zodiac signs, you guys have Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, and Aquarius. And there's a lot coming through about like who this person is. So in general, this person's kind of in a transitionary state. You can see like the stars like stepping into something different. Like, you know, there's very different energy on the top and bottom half of both of these cards. The Sun, there's a card that's going somewhere. I feel like this person is in a transitionary period. In general, I feel like this person is very eccentric, like very different. Like there's a very like eccentric person basically, but I feel like they have a job that's kind of traditional or more conservative with this Devil, or it might be a job, it might be like where they live. In general, like there's something to their life right now that feels restrictive. It feels like they can't be their full self. Like what I'm kind of seeing here is that they have like a public and a private persona, and they feel like their public persona doesn't really live up or doesn't really show the full truth of who they are, if that makes sense. So again, it could be that this person has a job that's like too traditional or that they don't like, that doesn't let them be themselves the way that they want to. It could also be that they live in a place where they feel like they can't be themselves 100%. So they're like transitioning away from it. But again, this transition away from what's like restrictive is bringing them closer to you again. So it's like this person, again, and why I keep saying again, this person is, I feel like quite creative. Like you have Pisces, you have the Aquarius, like very eccentric, very sensitive, very artistic. And again, like they can't like let that out fully where they are right now. So they're moving into a place where they can do that. I also feel like this person is well known in some capacity because you have the Sun, which is Leo energy, and you also have the Star. So I feel like this person, and again, they don't have to be like Brad Pitt, but when I was shuffling these cards, what I was thinking of was Like, I grew up in a small town, and we would have, you know, like, auto dealers would have little like commercials and stuff, and when I would see people in the commercials in real life, I'd be like, oh my god, they're famous, you know, like something like that, where it's like they're well known in a small town, or maybe in their field they're really well known, like if they're a professor or whatever, like they give talks, like they're just well known, they're well regarded in their field. But again, they feel like they have to, again, I feel like they're in the public eye in some way. They don't have to be literally super famous, but they're in the public eye in some way, and they feel like that's restrictive and they can't be their true selves. And so I feel like they're kind of transitioning to a different place where they feel more comfortable, where they feel more like themselves. And when they do that, that's when they're going to meet you. I also feel like there could be some distance between the two of you. It could be, again, for some of you, I feel like it's a job that they're leaving. For others of you, it's like they don't like where they're living and they're moving to a different area. So you guys might be from different backgrounds, from different countries, or this person is moving literally. And like this just makes this person's like creeping into your life, not in a creepy way, but they're just like slowly like getting closer to your life. Again, with the Hanged Man, that's like kind of stuck energy. So this person, where they are right now, they don't really like it. Same with this Ten of Swords, that represents like a situation that's just not serving you. So again, this person is like in a place that's not really great for them, and they're moving away from that. And once they move away from that, that's when like they're coming into your life. But again, this person like has kind of two sides to them also, like this public and private side. And the private side, like they're not freaky. I don't know why that came into my mind, but they're very like just eccentric. They're very like, I don't know how to describe it. They're just very, I feel like they're very different than how you would expect them to be in the public eye. You know, it's like they have this they come across a certain way to the public, and they come across a certain way like to you, and you wouldn't expect them to be the way they are in public with the way they are with you, and vice versa, if that makes sense. This person also is a very hard worker, and I feel like they've achieved a lot of success in their field. If they're walking away from it, it's like for like a good reason, you know what I mean? I'm going to show you guys the cards that came out for this person's personality, even though we have a lot here about their personality. Let's get a little bit more. You guys had 2 cat cards come out. So you have Kitty Corleone, inspire loyalty through fear, play to win every time, identify your opponents, then make them an offer they can't refuse. And you have Monsieur Bernardo. Love may be just over the next garden fence. Be your own adventure. Don't be afraid to fall. You'll land on your feet. You guys also have, okay, this is kind of inappropriate. I'll cover it for you guys. You have William Blake. Hell is hypocrisy on earth. Vision requires not sight but spirit. Madness in life and genius in death. I'm going to cover this up just because I'm not trying to get demonetized out here, okay? There's also, there's a lot of phallic figures on these cards, actually, though. You guys have a very phallic pile. Okay, I'm also going to pull you 2 cards from this deck. You guys have Vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. And you have Red Square. This came out in pile 4 too. Provides strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Okay. So while I was looking through those cards, something that came into my mind was a movie that I watched recently. If you guys have heard of the movie 365 Days on Netflix, it like went viral, so I watched it. If you're under 18, don't watch it because it is like, it's an erotic film. And again, there's lots of like phallic stuff here in this pile. But basically, it's about this like Italian mafia boss and this Polish woman, and she goes on vacation and the mafia boss like kidnaps her. But I'm kind of getting like that vibe just because this, like, I feel like this person is like they're high up in something, like they're well regarded in some way. And I also feel like this person is from a different background to you. Like for some of you, I feel like this person is European. If you are European, they might be from a different country to you, but if you're not from Europe, I don't know. I just get kind of a European vibe from this. If that resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, you can leave it. Yeah, I just feel like this person, like they're well regarded in some sense. Like they would dress up for their job and stuff like that. I also feel like this person, again with the vampire, like where they're at is just not serving them, and they have to move away from it. And once they move away from it, that's when you meet them. This is also someone, again, I feel like, okay, honestly, I feel like they're about to kind of start on an adventure with this Aquarius energy, the sun. Like, I feel like you guys, this person is either about to travel to you or you're going to travel to them. But, like, there's some kind of adventure here. Again, like, I feel like this person, I don't know why I keep saying again also, but this person, like, where they're at right now is not serving them, and so they're leaving, and then once they leave, like, they're coming closer to you. And I feel like you might also be doing that for some of you, and like you're picking the same place and you meet at that place. This is also someone with the Aquarius energy and the rescuer. This is someone that is very humanitarian. They care a lot about people and they really do want to help. And I feel like with their job right now, they feel like they can't help people as much, or they feel like, because this says inspire loyalty through fear and play to win every time. And like identify your opponents, then make them an offer they can't refuse. And so I feel like in their job, they just have to kind of be a little bit more cutthroat than what they want to be. Like they don't have the chance to like help people as much. And so that's kind of why they want to leave that behind and go somewhere different. What does this one say? Yeah, it says madness and life, genius and death. This is like a very eccentric person, so people would see them as kind of crazy, but they're not crazy. They just like, they've got the vision, you know? They know what they want to do, they know who they are, and they just want to live that out. It's a very like, again, like this person, you know, they're fully nude. So this is someone that is like, they will show 100% of themselves to you. Like they have maybe this like public side that's a little bit different, but they're going to show you like the true them, which is going to be really special because not a lot of people get to see that. I'm going to put these off to the side for now, and then I'm going to pull you some letters, some initials for this person, see if some words come through, and then we'll pull some charms. And then after that, I'll leave this up here actually, and after that we will look at your cards for how and when you will meet this person. Okay. Initials, words, names for pile 5 for their next relationship. You have an H, C, D, Z, M, okay, we have O, A, U, I, and N. I'm gonna pull like 2 or 3 more. Okay, we had 5 come out. Okay, you have an L, R, R, E, and a T. Okay, so you have a Z, so you have like some unique letters in here. Again, it's a very unique person. Again, I feel like this person like is in the public eye in some way. Okay, you have liar. You also had a hypocrisy and the devil card. So I feel like this person might feel like what they're doing is a lie to their true selves. Like they're not being honest with themselves or what they're doing. Maybe they have to lie. Like they might work in like the banking industry or something. I don't know, or they might have to, not the bankers lie, but that's kind of a stereotype, you know. You have Lear, like King Lear. You have Mead also. You have Rad. I think you have Red. Deer. Main. Tin. You have Turn. You have Dean. You have Ear. Again, I also feel like this person is from a different background to you. So I feel like their name might not be like a name that you're familiar with, or, you know, it might, like, if you're, I don't know, it might be like from a different language for some of you. You also have deal. So yeah, I feel like this person is in like a job right now where they might have to make a lot of deals. They feel like it's not being authentic to them and they're leaving it behind. So let's take a look at your charms. Pile 5, their next relationship, what this person is like, what the relationship is like for pile 5. Okay, a lot of this came out in a previous pile. You guys have a rocking horse. You have some pie. You also have a piece of pizza this person could like to eat. You have pinky promises. You have a ballerina foot. You have a little tree house. You have a bunny jumping over the moon. You have a little wiener dog. You have a hula dancer. You have a flamingo. And you have a butterfly. Okay, so this is someone I think that you're going to have like adventures with. This is a very adventurous person. They like to have fun. They like to experience new things. This is also someone that's very loyal. Like once they meet you, they're going to like be very loyal to you. But I feel like this is a person that's like maintained that, I don't think this person is necessarily young, but they've maintained that like childlike sense of wonder and joy. So this person can have so much fun, like just like going to the grocery store in a different country. Like they love to just like do things like that. You know, that brings them a lot of joy. Like they can find a lot of wonder in that moment. Again, you have ballerina foot. This person could be artistic, or they might just have like, they might be very graceful. But I feel like this person, they've got some artistic talent in there somewhere. You also have this hula dancer, so again, there's a lot about being graceful. These cards, like the Hanged Man and the Lovely Star, both look like very graceful to me as well. With the flamingo, you might meet this person like in a tropical area for some of you, and also flamingos change. Same with that butterfly. There's a lot here about transition. Like this person's transitioning, and their transition is bringing them closer to you. Yeah, it's like this person just like trying to get off of the rocking horse, basically. They're like, okay, time to kind of, I don't know, they want to be true to themselves, and that's why they're leaving the situation behind. So let's look at how and when you'll meet this person. So for how, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so again, I feel like we're going to meet this person. Again, it feels, I don't know why I keep saying again in this pile, I'm so sorry. But it feels like this person is, again, they're leaving something behind. And I feel like you are also kind of leaving something behind, or it feels like you're starting something new. Like you're both kind of starting something new, and that's when you come together. Like with that Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're not on a firm foundation, you know? You're not somewhere where you feel super confident. Like you're in a new place. Like I feel like you both are kind of in a state of transition at some point, and that's when you meet each other. I feel like you'll both be like getting past this like emotional baggage, emotional trauma, and you'll kind of like help each other rebuild or start something new together. You'll be able to build something new in this new place together. Yeah, it just feels like you kind of save each other in a way with those two hands. Like you just kind of bring each other you bring each other into new, better, and expansive places. This feels like a very like restorative, very healing relationship. A very interesting one too. I feel like this person also likes to kind of mix things up a little bit, so things will never be boring in your connection. And for when, okay, you guys have, you have Uranus, more Aquarius energy, and you have Virgo. So Virgo season is late fall Aquarius season would be like January, February. Virgo is also like when school starts, which always makes you think of like the start of something new, the start of a new school year. So again, and also this person looks like they're traveling. So if you are like traveling for whatever reason, again, I feel like this person is like leaving their country behind and starting something new. And maybe you could also be doing that, and like when you do that, you meet this person, or at the very minimum, this person is traveling to a new place and that's where you meet them. So once they do that, that's when you will meet them. Air energy is quite quick. Pentacle energy is quite slow. This person also looks kind of shy here. Again, there's a lot about nudity, a lot of erotic energy in this pile. There's going to be a strong like sexual attraction between you. But in terms of when, I feel like you're going to meet this person relatively, like, when something new starts, and for a lot of you, it's going to be early fall. And then there could be some kind of change your connection in January, February, but I feel like this person might be coming in, again, when you start something new, but for a lot of you, it might be like the early fall. So that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose pile 5. I hope that was interesting or provided clarity or insight. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you want a private reading, the link's in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day.